Hello. Well, all of my YouTube watchers and followers of my newsletter, I am going to bed. Okay, I'm over here. I'm in this cozy hideaway that we rent out at Kamari of the Woods. We have several of these. And I want to talk with you about waking up in the morning or maybe after a nap in the afternoon. How do you wake up your body? This is really important. I've never been the kind of person to just jump out of bed quickly. I give myself time to just slowly wake up. And usually my dog Charlotte is there reminding me it's time to get up, but I still don't rush. And I recommend to all of my clients, to all of you that I work with and that you listen to my videos and read my writing, that you always take care of your body, and listen to your body. First thing in the morning, not to rush it, not to move too quickly. I don't care how old you are. You can be 22, 23, or 83. Whatever your age, listen to your body and let it just gently speak to you in the morning. So I'm going to show you some things, and I'm going to go this way on the bed. So when I wake up, one of the first things I do is to just gently bring my knees into my chest. Just rock a little bit back and forth, because whether you're a side sleeper or you sleep on your tummy or your back needs time to equalize the fluid, running through the vertebrae, running through your spine. So just give yourself time. Also, I'll just say, over the past few days, I've had a head cold. And so I really listen to the kind of rest my body needs. And of course, drinking fluids and taking some supplements to help me feel better. But when you feel a cold coming on or the flu or something yucky, listen again to your body and give it what it needs. So, as I'm waking up in the morning, I typically then might stretch out one leg and then bring the other knee to my chest. I typically flex my foot and then point, flex, point, flex, point slowly, and then rotate to the other side, stretch out the other leg, hug the knee to the chest, flex, point, flex, point. And then I might be ready to raise my legs up and begin to just circle my ankles. And you might hear them popping in the morning, as all those juices kind of get flowing through those joints. And then I might be ready to place my feet down onto the bed and begin to just do a little bit of breath work, which involves working my lower abdominal muscles. And so if you feel like you want to put your fingertips on each hip to just keep the hips centered, and then I just begin to lengthen my breath. And upon my exhale, I begin to just bring that belly button towards the mattress. Okay, just towards my mattress, engaging those muscles of the lower abdomen. Inhale, release, and let the belly expand after a long night's rest. Exhale, bring the belly button, the spine closer to the mattress. Engage those muscles. Inhale. just as we do in our yoga practice, I do the breath work through my nostrils. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the nostrils. Unless I'm very stuffy from a head cold, then I may have to be breathing through my mouth. Do about 5, 6, 7 of these lengthened breaths. Just waking up those muscles. And then I might want to wake up my arms a little bit, and I just maybe raise one arm. This is my right arm. Bring it over my chest. I might take my left arm and just kind of stretch out that arm. Stretch it out. Maybe wiggle those fingers a little bit. Maybe rotate the wrist. Going one way, then go the opposite way. And then the opposite arm up. Reach it over your chest. Grab the upper arm. Feel that stretch in the shoulder. Wiggle those fingers. Maybe rotate that wrist. And then bring the arm back. And then I just do those, a couple of windshield wipers with my knees back and forth. So this begins to move that lower back. Move the pelvis back and forth a little bit. So that then I'm ready to bring my legs up, bring one leg, maybe bring it to the opposite thigh. Don't put too much pressure on the knee. Okay, now this is a hip opener. So this is the first hip opener of the day. And I grab under that thigh, bring it a little bit closer, flexing those feet. And if it feels good on your mattress, you can even rock in this position a little bit too. And just do this very gently. And if you can't get your ankle on top of that thigh, you know, you can do this by just opening up the hip a little bit, and you can actually move the leg back and forth, but you're just beginning to wake up those hips. And then you do the opposite side. We want to wake up both sides of the body. And if you've been practicing yoga, you might know the pose is called Happy Baby, which is also a hip opener, which is nice in the mornings, where you grab both feet and then you can rock back and forth like a happy baby in your bed. Very happy baby. And don't worry, if this is too hard for you to do, you can just open those hips any way that feels best for you. And of course, right now I'm in butterfly pose. I have both of my feet together. So the last thing I do before I slowly get out of bed is I do a slight twist. And I just cross my legs over. And I kind of shuffle my hips a little bit too. I'm going to shuffle them to the left first. And then I'm going to bring my knees over to the right. And bring the, I have my left arm outstretched. I'm looking towards my left hand, looking in that direction. And you're going to feel this twist in the side of the body. And remember, as you're waking up, you might not twist very far. You know, this is your first twist of the day. Take a couple of breaths. Lengthen that inhale and exhale. And then slowly bring the knees up. Uncross the legs and cross them the opposite way. Now I'm going to bring my hips a little bit to the right. Stretch out my arms again. And then drop those knees to the left, looking to the right. A couple of breaths. Oh, it feels good, so good to wake up the body slowly. And then I just gently uncross my legs. You might want to take a stretch. And maybe tighten those muscles and release. Tighten and release. I love doing that before I go to sleep at night too. And then I recommend, this isn't for everybody. If you have a lot of shoulder pain, you might not want to roll on your shoulder. But I usually roll onto my shoulder, kind of like a little fetus position. And just take a moment. Remember everything I'm so grateful for. And then I push myself up to the side of my bed. Now, I still don't just jump up, okay? I usually sit and just rock a little bit, my shoulders and my hips a little bit. And those of you who have followed my videos on chair yoga, I also recommend if you have a few more minutes, you can just begin again to open up the hips again, maybe bring the ankle up to the opposite thigh, if that feels okay. If not, you can just kind of bring that leg to the side, the foot over to the side, and open up the hip that way. And if you have your foot this way, you can lengthen that spine, roll the shoulders back and down, and just gently fold over. You're going to feel that stretch in the back of that thigh and your buttocks a little bit too. And yeah, you just breathe here for a moment. Feels good. And then do the opposite side. And again, if you can't get your foot up, that's okay. You can just open up that hip this way and fold. And remember, in my yoga videos, you probably already know this, but you want to move on that exhale. So you inhale, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back and down, and then exhale. Breathing all the way to the belly. And then I bring that foot down, and if you want to just hang here for a moment, you can drop your hands. If you need to release some of the tension in your neck from sleeping, you can even kind of very gently drop that neck. Breathe here for a minute. And when you slowly come back up, slowly with the neck, if you do have a lot of neck tension and you want to take another minute to you can bring the right ear to the right shoulder slowly. Maybe back to center, left ear to left shoulder. Oh, my neck is pretty tight today. I think it's this head cold I'm getting over. But you want to respect how your body feels. Respect how your body feels. You can also do some neck rolls, of course, and you go one way, then you go the opposite way very slowly. Go very slowly in the morning. If this means that you have to set your alarm maybe 10, 15 minutes before you actually get out of bed, I say do it. Just do it. Give yourself this extra time. I have injured myself so many times when I've just jumped out of bed quickly. Of course, if you're a mom with young children, your baby starts to cry, you want to get to the baby right away. Just be very aware and conscious of your movements in the morning, because our body does need time to wake up and for the fluids to all start to circulate from a good night's rest. So that is what I want to share with you today. Just be kind, very kind to yourself, and pay attention. Pay attention to how you're feeling. And don't be so hard on yourself. You know, if you need a day where you're resting your body, you know, you may have a big day planned. You might have a yoga class to go to. You know, you may have a lot of errands to run, but you have really bad back pain or shoulder pain or whatever's hurting, a terrible headache, migraine. Listen to your body. Cancel the plans. You know, yoga class will be there tomorrow or the next day. And you can figure out how to run those errands at another time. It's okay. It's okay to be kind to yourself and to just listen to your body. All right. I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. And I will see you on my video in another week. All right. Happy Friday.